grown up in the Bay Area that is a true Raider fan across the world, really. They know Greg Papa's signature
touchdown. No, I can't even do it. I'll cry.
Raiders.
You know what? It is good to be back to work. Usually I don't feel that way, but this has been a hard vacation. I had a really hard vacation last year, which was more difficult. But this one, I got actually notified by the Raiders the first day that I was on vacation that Mark Bedane, the president of the club, texted me, "Hey, what are you doing later in the week? You want to get a drink?" I said, "Sure." "What's up?" He said, "Well, we need to talk in person." I'm like, uh-oh. Last time he did that, it didn't go well. So we met the day after the 4th of July, and the 4th of July is Al Davis's birthday, and we shared a few glasses of wine, and then he got to the crux of it is, which we're not going to bring you back. And the reason this happened, I don't know what the Raiders are going to say on why they're not going to retain my services to broadcast their games anymore, but the genesis of my falling out of favor with this organization came in January 2015. It's when they were searching for a new head coach. Tony Sperano was the interim head coach, and by the way, rest in peace, Tony. He worked on both sides of the Bay, a good man. The Dennis Allen, Tony Sperano year before they hired Jack Del Rio, Mark Davis in the Raider hierarchy chose to interview Mike Shanahan to be the head coach of the Raiders. Well, I am extremely close and have been for my whole time with the Raiders with the patriarch of the Raiders, Al Davis. And there are three men that he loathed more than any: Pete Rozelle, Marcus Allen, and Mike Shanahan. And I'm not sure what order I'd put him in. Probably Pete Rozelle would be number one. The other two could tie for second. So I was kind of cornered. I knew the interview occurred about a week and a half before, but 15 minutes one day before my radio show, it became public. And so I was compelled to talk about it. There were a couple of former players that were on that day that kind of cornered me in, and I gave a speech, and I firmly believe it, that Mike Shanahan cannot coach the Oakland Raiders. I threatened to quit, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, Mark Bedane, this is going back 2015, sought me out and said, you got to make this better with the owner. He's not happy. We had dinner one night, me and Mark Bedane. So I called the owner the next day, and I don't know what he wanted me to do. If he wanted me to apologize, I wasn't sorry. I was sorry the way he took it. I was sorry the way he interpreted it, but I was not sorry defending his father. And I felt that way. The call did not go well. He wound up hanging up on me. He took me off a couple of Raider-related programming that year, and I thought that was the end of it. And with John Gruden coming back to coach the team, I thought my relationship with the team would actually grow. And it was talked about early in the offseason, but it went the other way. So I'm going to be fine. It's sad for me, and I've known this since July 2nd, July 5th, and now it's the 23rd. I was going to come back today and release all this information to people. We were able to keep it quiet for about 2 weeks, but social media, the way the world is now, I'm proud. I almost got it all the way through there. So eventually it did leak out. So the bottom line is this was an act of vengeance of the owner of the team to remove me as the voice of the team. He owns the team, and that's the choice he made. They will move on, and I will move on.